Good morning, everybody. Las Vegas is well into our rearview mirror now, which means we are heading home. So, did you have a good time, Jen?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. As we said, our original plan for going to Vegas was to see how Vegas was doing due to COVID. And our initial response was, what did we see initially?
Actually, it was a lot more packed than we thought it would be. Well, initially, when we got to Mandalay Bay, it was pretty deserted.
Right.
There were not a lot of people. It almost seemed like that side was, very, very low.
That was very, very, low.
Limited people.
But then when we went around to see the Christmas displays, which was to me going to be the telling signs if people were still going to Vegas, we saw a ton of people.
So by the time you get to the middle of the strip,
by the time you get to the middle of the strip, it was packed. And also, something we noticed is that we were under the assumption that the casinos were still closed Monday through Wednesday, opening up for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But we also noticed a significant amount of people checking into the hotel yesterday, which was Saturday, and I thought that was kind of odd. It's like, well, are these people just staying for the night or what? And also, we've noticed a significant increase in the cars inside of the parking garage.
Yeah. So the only thing that I thought of was, New Year's Eve is coming up, so maybe a lot of people are coming for New Year's.
Right.
So it's probably good that we left.
Right. It's probably good that we left. There's a lot of people, and they must be coming in for New Year's. So I'm assuming that the room rates have gone up because of New Year's, and people are going to, obviously, I'm sure it's crazy there for New Year's, in spite of the fact that there were still a lot of people with family there. So I think we're getting out of town, just as Jenny said, just in the nick of time. So, I guess the one thing I learned out of this whole experience is that you might have heard the term COVID fatigue, and I do believe it's real. I think a lot of the people there were from California, and California is pretty much locked down right now.
Yeah.
And they moved the Rose Bowl to Texas. The San Francisco 49ers had to move to Arizona. All restaurants are shut down. And so people are pushing back and saying, hey, I want my life back. I want to be able to do what I want to do. So guess what? I can go to Nevada and still do what I want to do.
And as much as we have had COVID fatigue, I think, it's like when we saw the people at the Bellagio, when we saw the people, in the other hotels, it's like...
And saw the people at Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we were just like, we don't want to be around all of that. We want to make sure that we're still staying safe.
Right. At
the same time, we were still able to get out, but it was just, I think that was the most surprising, was that how many people, it didn't seem like they were, social distancing or anything. It was just a mob of people.
Right, and I still think we didn't see the amount of international travelers as before, but also I think there was a lot of international travelers there that live here now, that are, transplants. They lived somewhere else, and now they live here, and they were out traveling. So, I still think the international crowd is probably a little bit more relaxed about this, I guess you could say. I'm not sure if they're not concerned, or again, it's just COVID fatigue. They wanted to get out. They wanted to do their own thing. So, but still, restaurants are limited capacity. A lot of restaurants are still not open. You cannot find, I don't know of a buffet that's open.
No.
All of the major productions, as far as we know, are closed down. I think, and I'm not 100% sure about this, because if this is your thing, I think there might be some of the smaller shows open, like the burlesque shows, but I'm not sure about that. You'll have to check that on your own. I don't know. So,
it was nice too, because it's like we were, everywhere that we ate in, we had to make a reservation for.
Right.
So we knew what time we could go eat. We knew that it wasn't going to be overly packed. So that was actually kind of nice to be able to do that. I wish they'd be able to do that at home.
Right.
just so that we could go eat, dine in. But
Yeah, it's no secret that Jenny and I enjoy our meals out. Always have, but that's just part of what we do and who we are, and it's also part of our social life. So we do enjoy our eating out. We've learned to eat in a little bit more, obviously, because of all this, and we'll probably be eating at home almost exclusively, unless it's drive-up window. But you can't keep doing that because that food's obviously not very good for you. But yes, we would actually like to be able to sit down and enjoy a meal at a restaurant, even if we have to make a reservation to places that you normally just kind of walk in and get a seat, or there's a little bit of a wait.
yeah.
So I would definitely like to get back to that. But yeah, COVID fatigue is a thing. People want their lives back. I know I'm not going to say all people, I'm not going to say most people, but from what we just experienced, everybody in Las Vegas probably falls into the category of, I want my life back, I want to do what I want to do, I want to live the life before this thing, I'm over it, and I'm actually going to do what I want to do. So and I know that probably freaks some people out. I mean, it freaked us out a little bit. I mean, we're definitely we were trying to maintain social distance, and it didn't always work. I mean, you saw Hoover Dam, you saw the Christmas displays, so we beat a hasty retreat. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to sit here and call these people wrong. I'm not going to tell them they should go home and social distance them, because they're making up their own mind for themselves. And what are you going to do? Unless you make it martial law and completely lock things down and shut down the casinos again. But economically, that's probably not a good thing.
Yeah.
But I honestly think, I mean, do you think Las Vegas will recover from this?
Probably not until the vaccine has been out and
Yeah.
available to everybody. I don't know. I mean, right now it's like it probably won't fully recover until like middle of next year at least.
Right.
Because I don't know how you can open up the bigger shows
Yes,
until
absolutely.
you have some kind of herd immunity.
Right. No, granted, because those shows have to pay for themselves, and how they pay for themselves is by being able to pack out an arena.
And it's not going to be normal until you can really truly have the capacity again.
Yeah, I do believe, just like Jenny, that Las Vegas is going to recover. I think the initial reaction was as places like Vegas will not, but we still saw the people on their little scooters chain smoking at the slot machines. So it may take a little bit of time for Vegas to recover, especially the people that were hardest hit in the service industries to recover. But I think it will recover, and I think it's going to recover probably quicker than most people think because of COVID fatigue. People want to get out and enjoy their lives, and quite honestly, one of the best ways to do that, in my opinion, is Las Vegas. So yeah, that's kind of our breakdown of our weekend in Vegas. If you're planning on going to Vegas for the new year to ring in 2021, good on you, but expect crowds. Expect there to be a significant amount of people. Maybe not what it used to be, but there will be a significant amount of people there. So take that for what it's worth. I don't know, anything else we got to cover on this one? Oh, I do want to cover one thing. We don't have any immediate plans, but we will be sitting down and doing a video probably on Friday, New Year's Day, to tell you about our 2021 plans, because I'm not going to say it's a blockbuster announcement, but it's something I've been thinking of doing for quite some time because of the way 2020 turned out and how it interrupted our plans. And so we'll kind of do a recap of our year and tell you what is coming up in 2021 if it is prudent and all of that. There's some things have changed, obviously, but we are going to try to do our best to get back out on the road as much as possible. So for now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Jen.
And we are leaving Las Vegas, but hope to return again soon for our usual spring trip. Pool day, I gotta have my pool day. All right, everybody, thanks very much. And, I don't do this a whole lot, and I gotta remember to do this, but if you like this, view, like, subscribe, everything else, because we do not plan on ever becoming full-time YouTubers, but if we can get this channel to start doing something and maybe start paying for itself a little bit, it will take the strain off of us financially. I mean, this is all us, and we're going to continue to do it no matter what. But we are hoping that if you do find this useful, like, subscribe, and all that, so we can try to begin to build this in 2021 into a legitimate and fun YouTube channel for really everybody to enjoy. So for now, like I said, I'm Chris.
I'm Jen.
I'm Jen.
Chris.
And we are going home. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.